Hi, my name is Dennis and I'm from Delhi and I'm a professional dancer. So I got to know about Varanashi farms from a friend of mine who's into permaculture, and being someone who has not been very in close proximity with nature, being in city, working in the city, I've always been out of touch with nature. So I decided to volunteer at Varanashi farms after looking at the videos and listening about Varanashi farm experiences from a lot of other people. So I decided to be part of the volunteering program at Varanashi farms, and it has been a very enriching experience, being surrounded with so much of greenery and engaging in all kinds of work, and especially for someone who has not been engaged with agriculture or farming, it has been a very good learning experience of how to grow the food. uh, like you know it is important to be very mindful of what you're eating, but at the same time it is very important to know where the food is coming from, how it is grown. To be part of the process has been a very wholesome experience. So yeah, it has been a wonderful experience to be part of the volunteering program at Varanashi farms.
Hello friends, my name is Partha Varanashi from Varanashi Farms. Along with me is Roshan Shetty from Discover Agriculture. And today we're going to talk about volunteering in farms, or volunteers in farms. It's also called WWOOFing, willing workers on an organic farm. Now in today modern day, it's very difficult to get farm laborers or workers in the farm, and it gets difficult to complete the task that has to be done time to time in the farm. So volunteering is a great concept that will not only give an opportunity for people who do not have the farm or do not get an opportunity to work in the farm to come to a farm and work at the farm. At the same time, it's a great opportunity for farmers as well to get some work done in their farm and have some kind of cultural exchange and also community development. So basically, the concept of volunteering, we as a farmers, we provide them accommodation and food for our volunteers. We also provide them with certain education in agriculture, like whatever experience that we have as farmers, we share it with them freely. At the same time, the volunteers do about 6 hours of work every day. So in our place, they start the work at 9 in the morning. They do get a break at 10:30, and then they start the work from 11 o'clock and then go all the way till lunchtime, which is 1 o'clock. And then they start working again at 2 o'clock and go all the way to 4 o'clock. And then in the evening, we have some kind of knowledge exchange programs. We have some musical programs. We do take them around if there is some local cultural festivals that's happening, and also give them the local food. Volunteers come from not only just around India, but also from the rest of the world. So WWOOFing is a concept which has been there for many decades right now, especially in organic farms. But it's something that's coming to India, and the farmers of India should take advantage of this as well. So if you ask for a volunteer what kind of work they do, of course they don't come with specialization. They do not have the experience, may or may not have the experience of working in the farm. So it takes a long time. So the duration could be anywhere between 3 weeks to few months, and where we teach them to do all sorts of work. So initially they may not be very effective in their work, but as the time progresses, they get efficient, and they'll also start working in the farm. So the work can include anywhere from harvesting, weeding, making compost, post-harvest processing, irrigation, potting, digging, and also planting. So all these different types of work the volunteers are willing to do. As they're doing the work, also they're gaining experience and knowledge as well. And this allows them in the future, if they want to go buy a small piece of land or buy a big property and start cultivation and become an agriculturist, that is also something that the volunteers can look forward to. So this is the accommodation for our volunteers. We have two types of accommodation. One is dorm rooms with the bunk beds, where it's a shared place, large 2 halls, wherein we have put 10 bunk beds each. That's where the volunteers stay. There's also an upgrade. If they pay a little more, they will get the rooms, private rooms, and this is one of the spaces, and you can go in and have a look. Now I'd like to share our experience at Varanashi Organic Farms, how we started WWOOFing. It all goes back to the time in the early 2002, as a part of IFOM, International Forum for Organic Farmers Movement conference. My parents, my mother Dr. Ashwini Krishnamurthy and my father Dr. Varanashi Krishnamurthy, both are agriculture scientists. They were the presenters at the Adelaide World Conference of IFOM. So there's a large number of organic farmers gathered together in Adelaide, Australia, and my parents had presented papers. And my mother, she presented a topic called One Cow Dairy, organic dairy, and this became very famous in Australia. And one of the very famous permaculturists from Australia, the Brookman couple of the Food Forest, sent their daughter Nikki Brookman to India, and she arrived at our farm in 2004 and said she's going to come here and WWOOF. So we were wondering at that time, what is this WWOOFing all about? And then they explained WWOOFing is a willing worker on an organic farm. So Nikki and Ross, who are from Adelaide, Australia and Brisbane, Australia, came to the farm in 2002, and then they stayed here for a month working in the farm. So that's how the first batch of WWOOFers or volunteers started in the farm. Later on in 2006, I went to Australia to study. I studied agriculture, biotechnology, molecular biology, and while I was studying, I was going to the food forest itself and doing a bit of WWOOFing there, and also traveled around farms where the WWOOFing was happening. And then later in 2015, I traveled to America, US, and also Canada, did some WWOOFing or volunteering there as well. So ever since I did that, I wanted to start we wanted to start volunteering program at the farm here. So that's how it started in 2004. We connected with a group called FSL India, which gets the German volunteers to come and be in different parts of India doing various work. So we brought them to the farm, and we started off with 2 volunteers, and that slowly went up from 2 to 4, and then 8, and then 10. And 12. Anytime if you come to the farm, there'll be between 10 to 15 volunteers now. There are different platforms that we get these volunteers from. So FSL India is one organization. There is a website called workaway.info. That's a great website as well. And then through social media like Instagram, Facebook, we can do the post saying we're calling for volunteers, and the people respond. And how they do it is we request them to send a letter of interest and their resume or CV. When they do that, we go through it, we give them a call, there is a short interview, and after the interview they come over and spend whatever the duration they plan to spend, which is minimum 3 weeks and can extend for a longer time if both parties like each other. There are certain forms to be filled up for safety and for consent. So we make sure we made this Google documents which they sign off and agree to do so. And once they come, they are given accommodation, food, and also the training what they need to do the work in the farm. Along with the training, we also teach them the art of grafting. We teach them about the soil microbiology over here, sustainable farming, waste management, water harvesting, all these various things, and the knowledge what the farmer should have, they learn here. So it ends up like a mini course for them, but at the same time they're also doing the work in the farm. So it's a great opportunity for people who live in the city, who have no connection with the nature. They can come establish the connection with the nature, and in 1 month they usually end up getting quite fit because they're doing physical work, and also they're spending time with the nature, and that helps them to get fit as well. So this is the concept of volunteering. If you want to apply for volunteering at Varanashi Farms, here is the procedure. You have to send your letter of interest, which is basically 1 page, close to 1 page of a document where you describe why do you want to do it, why do you want to come to the farm, and what's the point of your idea of volunteering. So you email your letter of interest and resume to varanashi.workaway@gmail.com. So that's varanashi.workaway@gmail.com. And once we receive your email, we'll go through your letter of interest and resume, and then give you a call and we'll tell you when to come and how to come, and then you can join the program.
Hi, I'm Harishma. I'm actually from Bangalore and I'm a graphic designer. I heard about Varanashi organic farms through Instagram and some of my friends. I've been following them a lot, and the idea of sustainable farming actually very much intrigued me. And recently I found time actually to volunteer in this, so to know how actually this organic farming works, because brought up in a city, most of the times I've never got to see so much greenery in my life and to work along with that. So it was actually an amazing experience. And also after coming here, meeting a lot of new people, like they are coming from all over the India and outside of India. So to see them actually having the like-mindedness and very much interested in doing something that is going to help the future also is actually amazing. And we made a lot of friends around here. And the farm is actually amazing because it's a really large area where there are a lot of ponds, pools, and the important part is that you can actually work in the farm, which actually gives you an experience in a way that you wouldn't get anywhere else. You can actually visit a farm or something, but you won't get the experience in the ground level. So actually after working here, I will, after going back to my home and I eat a food, I'll definitely know what are the background work that actually has been going on, and how difficult organic farming is. And Varanashi farm actually has made it a very interesting and amazing job in this. So I'm really glad to be a part of it.
Hello, I'm Ashish. I'm from Hyderabad, and this is my first time coming out of city, claustrophobic cities, and I'm really so the how I got here is I actually wanted to get into farming, but I had no experience, and my friend suggested that why shouldn't I go and gain some practical experience on a farm, and he suggested me to go for Varanashi farms, and I really, and that's how I got here, and I don't regret coming here at all. It's like the best place, and I got to experience a lot of adventure, got to eat organic food, and yeah, and also I met a lot of friends who are like-minded friends, and we really had a lot of fun here. And yeah, after this whole experience, I'm never going back to those cities again. And I would like this. It has inspired me to start my own farm one day. And yeah, and that's about it. Yeah.
Hi, welcome to Varanashi Farms. As you can see, we are in a mud house right now. My name is Shubham Joshi. I'm from Pune, Maharashtra, and I came across the Instagram page of Varanashi Organic Farms, and I realized that I knew the owner because I used to swim earlier, and the owner is a national swimmer. So at this farm you can actually do a lot of things. You can explore this community where you have holistic living, and you can eat all kinds of organic, natural foods. The reason I chose to came here was because firstly I really needed a break in my life. I wanted to do something new. I wanted to learn about organic farming, and I really wanted to know whether if you could actually do farming without using any pesticides. Okay, that was one of my main purposes why I was here. And now I know for a fact that without using commercial pesticides, you can do a complete organic farming. Like, that is possible. Okay. After coming here, I also found various changes amongst myself. I was able to lose weight. Okay, a lot of weight. Yeah, because the kind of work you do here, it's all hands-on. It's all practical. The knowledge is practical, and these things I really hope that the younger generation, they get to this experience. They get this experience as early as possible in their own lives. It will build a character in you. It will make you a better person, and it will also give you a sense of where your food comes from. So next time, you won't even think of wasting your food. Okay, it's something which I felt I should have learned much earlier in my life. So yeah, my request would be that you come down here, get your hands in the dirt, get your hands dirty, and enjoy some working and farming right at this best Varanashi Organic Farms. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Sai Kiran. I'm a physiotherapist by profession. I'm from Mumbai, Maharashtra. I got to know about the farm from one of my running coach named Junaid, and the previous year he had come here to learn organic farming. And since childhood, I have been very curious about nutrition. Since I'm a doctor, I really wanted to understand what is at the ground level, how the food works, everything. And I got to understand how the food is being made from just micro level. And Varanashi Organic Farm gave me that experience from sowing the seed to getting it preserved and getting it to the cities back then, where you just get more preservative kind of food. But right now, where we are working here, we get a lot of organic stuff. The meals which we have here are directly grown from the farm, and we are eating it every day, which is so fresh. You could feel a difference in the energy level. There is less fatigue. You are so physically active. Your mental strength also improves. Since you are in the nature, you're connecting so well. And the best part is I have met a lot of people from different states, and I got to understand that life in different states is so different. People who are into cities, they have not seen plants like this. They have never got connected to nature this much. So that was a very different experience for me, where I was able to connect to the nature, was able to wake up early, exercise, go work in the farm like a farmer, and come back, eat my meal again. Then we'll be having our knowledge lectures where Dr. Krishnamurthy will be sharing knowledge about soil microbiology or many other aspects of organic farming. The best part is I met a lot of people, and since we are from the same interest background, we got to learn so many ideas, and we collaborated with them. We shared so many knowledges. There are so many stories, and thanks to Coach Partha, he has a very great sort of a fitness perspective also. He has a diving pond, he has a learning area for swimming people. There is a pond area where we can go and explore the nature, and there's a holistic approach, just not the nutrition part but also the fitness part. So I think this is a great combination where there is agrotourism as well as the fitness area coming together. And I think people who are living in the cities or anywhere across the whole country can visit this place and understand this symbiosis of nature as well as the civilization, and work towards a better tomorrow. And that's it. Varanashi Organic Farm has changed my whole perspective about life, and I'll be starting my own organic farm in coming times, and this experience has been the best part of my life, I feel.